Namaskar, welcome to This Week with Padma Shri, recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Dr. Sahab, namaste, welcome.
Namaskar, namaskar.
So, Dr. Sahab, weather is changing, and before we go to the regular theme of different events unfolding, let's talk a little bit about health issue. And many times when the weather pattern changes, people become ill. And any precaution that you think we should
Well,
take?
nothing. I mean, people get ill when spring comes because of a lot of people suffers from allergy, different kind of allergy. In the springtime, there is a lot of pollen. I mean, the trees gets when they bloom and they get greener, they pollinates, and when they pollinates, those pollen can be causing all the symptoms of the cold-like symptoms, itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, stuffy nose, sinus headaches, and all those things, and sometimes even asthma. Yes, it can happen, and because of the change of the temperature, people get little time to get adjusted, and therefore the health becomes kind of dicey a little bit.
And I'm continuing with health. One more question. As we age, there are different symptoms that one start observing in one's body. And so, in terms of the vitamins and any general tip that you may have for seniors?
Yes, I think most important tip is that everyone has to get their annual checkup with their physician. Certain annual blood work should be done, and that's only way you can pick up the certain silent disease, including diabetes or even certain cancer. Pancreatic cancer is very silent, and usually when you diagnose patient with the pancreatic cancer, there are only a few months left to die. So it's very serious thing. So unless you do the annual checkup, I think you may miss so many things. And by doing annual checkup, I think you can prevent so many things. I mean, suppose if your cholesterol is high, then you can start taking medicine for cholesterol, or you can change your diet, or you do more yoga, you do more exercise, and so forth. So yes, it is important that time to time we should be very careful, and always they say that nobody dies because of hunger. People dies because they are overeating. So that's, I mean, in that sense. In that sense. So as we grow older, we notice ourselves that our appetite is always getting less and less, and we can do without too much of food. So I think, and we have to make sure you eat healthy, and of course, everyone should take multivitamins every day, particularly vitamin D, vitamin zinc, and vitamin C, and other multivitamins. So that keeps your health very, very good.
Wonderful. One more thing, there are some people who experience dementia or Alzheimer, but leaving that part aside, Doctor, in general, the memory starts fading as you grow older. In many people, we feel it is more noticeable than others. So anything about that?
Well, I mean, people are saying that certain vitamins kind of prevents that kind of memory fading, but I'm not sure because there is no such scientific studies proven. But there is no harm in taking certain vitamins to prevent that kind of thing. And it's person to person. It all depends upon how your brain matter, gray matters, matures. And in some people it happens, in some people it does not happen. And it depends upon what part of the brain kind of becomes little mature badly, whether it's the frontal part of the brain or back part of the brain or what. So all these things you have to take in consideration. But I think there are some vitamins you can see on TV sometime that you take those vitamins or supplement, your memory can be sharper, but there is no such proof to it, you know.
So now I switch gears slightly, and we talk about American politics. And why I talked about seniors is we have heard that sitting President Joe Biden is also going to be contesting for the next election as president, and he is 80 already.
81.
81. And also we have previous President Trump from Republican, so he's 76 something. And the median age in America is 36, 38 right now. How do you see this? Because you associate energy with age sometimes. So the possibility of America being led by octogenarian again, how that appears to you?
I think you have a good point there, because always energy associated with the young age. And presidency demands a lot of work, a lot of physical work, a lot of mental work, a lot of stress, strain, and a lot of traveling and so forth, and multitasking kind of. So it's not that easy. So looking at this upcoming presidential race, I mean, in one way, I feel personally very sorry, because we had no choice but to choose one of the older person. So one of the person who is a senior citizen, and we have seen that Biden has a lot of he is known for gaffe and forgetfulness, and he has a medical history of brain surgery or brain illness. So I'm not sure how good it is. I mean, that's not good for country, because the country needs very young, energetic people. And Trump also, again, he's also senior, he's also old, and he's little kind of polarizing figure. And being a polarizing figure, sometimes it can be, it does not serve country well.
And the ambassador of United States in India, after a gap of almost 26 months, the gentleman who is sent, he also is not carrying a lot of diplomatic experience. Do you see this reflecting somewhere America's approach towards India? Is it showing that America is not that sincere in terms of its relationship with India?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like that way, because I think 2.5 years is too long time for any president not to appoint ambassador to a country like India, which is the kind of third largest or fourth largest economy. Now it's 1.4 billion people, and America interest lies in India because of the large, almost 500,000 middle class moving forward upward population. So I don't know, something is not right between US-India relation. Of course, diplomatically they are not saying anything openly, but I think there is some kind of hesitance on the part of the USA towards India.
And also the gentleman now who has reached India, representing America, before going there, he make statements saying that he's going to take up the issue of minority rights with Indian government. He's going to emphasize the importance of human rights, etc. So with those kinds of baggage of statements, India will have its own guards to deal with this person.
That is true, because India will be very careful to deal with the person who already has biased mind. And therefore, I hope everything goes well, and probably after a year and a half, probably we may have different ambassadors.
So we'll see what happens. But now moving towards the economic side of America, and we have been hearing that we are entering into the phase of depression. We have seen a lot of layoffs already, and now some big companies are also shutting down shutters to many of their stores, like Bath and Beyond. Yeah, that company. How do you see the way economic policies of Biden government are in place? Are they working towards rebuilding US economy?
I think what happened is our Reserve Bank mismanaged the whole thing. not only Reserve Bank, but it's Biden presidency, because they give away so much money in last 2 years, even post-COVID kind of. Lot of benefits, lot of supplemental income to people. I mean, we agree that we should take care of people who needs money, but there is no need for oversupplying the money. And by doing that and keeping the interest rate at 0 or less than 1%, it means practically government was or banks were giving away money free. And people took that money and then they tried to invest in the different risky businesses, and they fail, bound to fail, bound to fail. So that's how the economic, and now they are trying to raise the interest rate. So now interest rate is now from 0 to 5% now, right? So because of that, a lot of banks are kind of getting now very conservative of lending the money, and because there is no money available now easily, and that's why a lot of businesses are going out of business, and that so economy is probably entering into recession. And there are some economists is predicting that we are already in recession, and that's why even large corporations are laying off lot of people, because they have to preserve their own company. And the banking, the mid-level banks are also having a lot of difficulty, because the people who are managing the bank, they are not very responsible, because they are not changing their investment strategy quick enough to support the bank reserve. And so these are the things which is really concernsome.
Absolutely. As we conclude, your parting words for our viewers.
Well, dear friends, as we discussed in the beginning of this show, that health is very important for everyone, whether you are young or old. So always take care of your health. Now the spring is here, so you can go outdoor more, do more exercise, eat well, eat smart, and be happy. So after saying that, I would like to say that I would like to wish you all the God bless America, God bless India, and God bless Indian American. Goodbye till next week, and I love you all. Thank you.